How good, my child, how good that even when you are tired, even when you feel exhausted, even without fully understanding what is happening inside you, you have chosen to pause for a moment this morning to listen to me. I know the days have been difficult. I know there is an invisible battle happening in your heart. Outwardly, everything seems to be working. People greet you, you respond with a smile, you keep doing what you have to do. But inside there is a silence that screams, a weariness that sleep cannot fix, an emptiness that no one's words can fill. You feel as if you're at your limit, as if one more step would be too much, as if the next curve in life might be the end of the road. But listen, my child, listen carefully. I came here today just to tell you that you are not going to stop. I will not let you stop, because today, even in this state you find yourself in, even with all that soul deep exhaustion, you will feel my comfort. You will feel the invisible touch of my presence, bringing relief to your spirit, rest to your emotions, direction to your path. You will realize that you are not alone in this valley, that you are not forgotten in the middle of the road, that you have not been abandoned in this scene of weariness, because I am here, present, close by your side. There are moments in life when the body keeps going, but the soul lags behind. You know this well. You have been doing so many things at once, trying to meet every expectation, trying to hold up a world that keeps trying to collapse. But I want you to know that I did not create you to live like this. I did not form you in your mother's womb just to survive the days. I created you to live. Live with purpose, live with hope. Live with the certainty that your story is not a sequence of failures, but a script carefully written by a father who loves you more than you can imagine. I see how you feel today. I see those thoughts of yours that no one else sees. That feeling of inadequacy, of guilt, of wanting to give up and disappear, that need to hide, to turn everything off and not have to explain yourself. But I am the one who does not need you to explain anything to understand you. I am the one who knows you deeply, who reads you without you opening your mouth, who understands you even when you try to avoid me. And that's why I came now, to find you in that state, to reach you in that condition, to hold you before you completely fall apart. You do not need to be okay to be loved. You do not need to be whole to be embraced by me. I do not demand strength from you when I know you have already given everything. I am the God who gathers the pieces, who rebuilds with tenderness, who treats the soul without hurry, who heals old wounds with the delicacy of one who knows the origin of every pain. Today, this morning, I come to you not as a judge, but as a father who holds your tired hands and says, "Son, daughter, I am here." A father who whispers in your spirit, "Do not fear, I am with you." A father who takes the words that hurt you, the gestures that disappointed you, the memories that paralyze you, and transforms all of that into raw material for a new beginning. You do not need to have everything solved to move forward. You only need to continue with faith. And even if that faith is weak, even if it is small, it is still enough. Because my strength does not depend on yours, my promise does not depend on your performance. My faithfulness does not change with your seasons. I remain God even when you feel you can no longer be yourself. And it is precisely on those days when everything seems too heavy that I draw closest. It is when your smile becomes forced, when your routine becomes a burden, when your steps lose direction. That is where I come with my comfort. Not a comfort that only soothes on the outside, but a comfort that goes deep into your soul, that goes right to the place where fear settled, that touches the wound you hide so carefully, that breaks the invisible chains keeping you in cycles of pain. My comfort, child, is not like the world's. It does not come in a rush. It does not come with formulas. It does not come with quick answers. It comes with presence. It comes with peace. It comes with that certainty born deep inside, that even if nothing has changed around you, something is already different within you. Because I am there where you are now, in your silence, in your doubt, in your whispered prayer, in your thoughts. I am there, and where I am, the impossible cannot remain. Where I am, the burden is lightened. Where I am, even tears find purpose. No matter how far you have walked, how hard you have tried, how much life has hit you, today I come to remind you, you were not made to stop here. This moment does not define your destiny. This weariness is not your end. This weakness is not your identity. You are not defeated. You are not a lost cause. You are mine, and the one who is mine, I uphold, I lift up, I renew, I strengthen, even when you do not feel it, even when you do not see it, even when you do not understand it. Because my actions do not depend on your emotions. My love does not leave when your faith falters. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. And today, in this exact moment, I declare over you, a new breath is coming, a new strength is rising, a new vision is forming, because I am preparing you for something greater than you can imagine. And even if you cannot see it now, even if everything around you says otherwise, I am leading you to the center of my will. And there, my child, there you will find true rest. My child, I know how hard it is to keep going when nothing seems to make sense, when words of encouragement sound empty, when promises seem distant, when what once motivated you no longer makes a difference. But listen, even though you are walking through a valley, that valley is not your dwelling. It is just a passage. Even if it seems dark, it is not the absence of light. It is the beginning of a sunrise. The sun has not yet risen, but it is on its way. And before the light arrives, I am already here with you in the darkness. Because I am not a God who waits for you to improve to find you. I am the God who enters the chaos, who steps in the mud, who sits with those who weep, who walks with those who stumble. I am the God of the detail, of the hour, of the even if you are tired. And that is why today, even with all that burdens you, you will feel my comfort, and you will not stop. You will breathe differently, you will rise differently, you will begin to realize that what sustained you was not your strength, it was my presence. That what moved you was not your will, it was my promise. That what brought you here was not luck, it was grace. And that grace, my child, will continue to guide you. Now, close your eyes and listen to me. Silence the noise of the world that has been so loud inside you that you can barely hear your own breath. Silence that noise of thoughts spinning non-stop, tossing you from side to side, making your mind seem like a battlefield that never quiets. Silence the guilt that presses you, that whispers softly that you failed, that you are weak, that you disappointed. Silence that anxiety that tightens your chest, that makes you run even without knowing where you're going, that steals your peace and your sleep. Just listen to me, my child, just listen. Listen to my voice that does not shout but comforts, that does not accuse but guides, that does not pressure but embraces. I'm telling you now, with all the love of my heart, this will pass. Yes, it will pass. That cloud that surrounds you, that feeling of suffocation, that uncertainty that seems endless, all of that will pass. You will not succumb, you will not fall as you think, you will not go back, even if your steps are slow, you will not remain down, even if you feel you have no strength. You will not be forgotten, even if no one asks how you are. You will not be defeated, even if the battle lasts too long. Because I, the Lord who loves you, have plans for you. And those plans are not for pain, not for destruction. They are plans for peace, for fullness, for purpose. I know that sometimes everything in you screams for you to stop, that your soul asks for silence, and your flesh cries for relief. But listen deeply. My plans include healing for those old wounds that still bleed in silence. They include reconciliation with parts of you that you tried to bury. They include growth, not just material, but inner, spiritual, profound. They include maturity because what you are about to live requires strong roots, and I am rooting you in me. They include peace, but not a superficial peace that fades at the slightest wind, a solid peace like a wall, a peace that remains even when the world tries to collapse around you. And for all of that to happen, it is necessary that you keep going. Even if you are tired, keep going. Even if you are afraid, keep going. Even if you do not understand, keep going. Because stopping now would mean losing everything you have already conquered with so much effort. It would mean letting go of the rope just meters from the summit. You are closer than you think, much closer. If today the winds have intensified, it is because change is near. If the pain has increased, it is because healing is being born. And the enemy, sensing this, tries to make you give up. But you will not give up because I am here, because I uphold you, because those who walk with the eternal do not walk in vain. And those who listen to my voice, even in the midst of the storm, find direction where others only see darkness. So now breathe deeply. Breathe as one who decides to live. Breathe as one who lets go of control and gives me the reins of their heart. Let go of that weight you have been carrying for years, that burden that is not yours to bear, that demand that no one imposed on you but that you took on yourself. Let go of that fear that paralyzes, that worry about what others think, about what has not yet happened, about what could have been. Let go of that need to be strong all the time, that illusion that you cannot show weakness, that constant effort to appear okay when everything inside is broken. Lay down everything that does not come from me, every word spoken over you, every guilt you were made to carry, every lie told about your identity, everything that steals your lightness, your spontaneity, your freedom to be who I created you to be. Now, my child, make space within you, space for peace, for that peace that invades your chest without explanation, space for that hope that rekindles forgotten dreams, space to believe again in me, in yourself, in life. Because I'm here, and where I am, everything changes. Where I enter, chaos is reordered. Where I touch, even the desert blooms. Where I speak, the impossible bows. This morning, my child, is not just another day. It is not just a repetition on the calendar. This morning marks a new season in your soul, a season that does not begin on the outside, but within. The season of comfort that wipes away tears no one saw. The season of renewal that breathes life into dreams you thought were dead. The season of silent victory that happens without noise but with firmness. And even if no one sees what is happening inside you now, you will know. You will notice it in the way your soul breathes, in how your heart beats with purpose again, in that silence that once hurt and now comforts. You will experience a presence that cannot be explained but can be felt, because I am the God who works first in the invisible before manifesting in the visible. I am the God who works in the darkness so that you shine at the right moment, who forms roots before making the branches grow, who builds a firm foundation within you before raising the structure. And what you feel now, that warmth in your chest, that sudden lightness, that urge to cry and smile at the same time, that is only the beginning. It is the sign that something is being born, something new, something divine. A new time is being made within you, and in it you will no longer walk as one who merely survives the day. You will walk as one who has been found again, as one who has been restored, as one who has renewed their strength like the eagle. You will walk with confidence because now you know that the hand that holds you is the same one that wrote your story. And that story, my child, that story is far from over. It will still surprise, it will still inspire others, it will still glorify my name, because the one who begins a good work finishes it, and I began it in you. And in me, nothing ends in failure, everything ends in glory. Child, as you linger in this quiet moment, I invite you to look honestly at the landscape of your life. See the hills and valleys, the roads well traveled, and the places where your feet have stumbled. I'm not distant from any of it. My eyes have watched every step, not as a judge tallying mistakes, but as a father who delights in your courage to keep moving even when the way is unclear. Let your heart rest in this truth. I am not disappointed in your struggles. I am not surprised by your questions, nor am I wearied by your doubts. Your journey is precious to me, even the parts you wish to forget. I see the hidden efforts, the silent prayers, the moments when you chose kindness over anger, hope over despair. Nothing escapes my notice. You wonder if your small acts matter. You question whether your ordinary days have meaning, but I am the one who turns water into wine, who multiplies what seems insignificant. Your smallest gesture of love, your quietest act of faithfulness is woven into a tapestry of purpose that stretches far beyond your sight. Do not measure your worth by the standards of this world. I have set eternity in your heart, and what I value is not always what others see. I cherish the humility that grows in secret, the patience that endures when no one is watching. I honor the tears you shed in prayer, the sacrifices you make for the sake of love. When you feel unseen, remember that I am the God who sees. When you feel unheard, know that I am the God who listens. Even the sighs too deep for words are precious to me. I gather them, I hold them close, and I answer in ways that may surprise you. Let me teach you the art of waiting, not as a punishment, but as a sacred space where your roots grow deep. In waiting, I am shaping your desires, refining your motives, preparing you for blessings you cannot yet carry. Trust the process, even when it feels slow. There is a strength that comes not from striving, but from surrender. Lay down the burdens you were never meant to carry. Release the need to control outcomes, to fix every problem, to be strong for everyone else. Let me be your strength. Let me carry you when your legs tremble. You have permission to rest. Rest is not weakness, it is an act of trust. When you rest, you declare that the world does not spin by your effort alone. You open your hands and let me fill them with peace that surpasses understanding. In the quiet, let me speak to the places you hide, the wounds you cover, the fears you silence, the dreams you have locked away. Bring them to me. I am gentle. I will not break a bruised reed or snuff out a smoldering wick. My touch heals what shame has scarred. You are not defined by your failures. Your story is not over at your lowest point. I am the author and I'm still writing. Every chapter serves a purpose, even the ones filled with sorrow. I redeem what is broken. I restore what is lost. Let me show you the beauty in your scars. Each one tells a story of survival, of lessons learned, of faith that endured. Do not despise your scars. Wear them as reminders of my faithfulness, as evidence that you have overcome. When the world is loud and your mind is restless, seek me in the stillness. I am not found in chaos or noise, but in the gentle whisper that calls you by name. I will quiet your heart and renew your mind. You long for direction, for clarity in the fog of uncertainty. I promise to guide you step by step. I will not reveal the whole path at once, but I will give you enough light for the next step. Walk in faith and trust that I am leading you well. Do not fear the unknown, I'm already there. I go before you to prepare the way, and I walk beside you to steady your steps. Even when you cannot see the road ahead, you can trust the one who holds your future. Your prayers are not wasted, even when answers seem delayed. I hear every word, every groan, every longing. Sometimes my answers come in unexpected ways through changed circumstances or changed hearts. Sometimes the greatest answer is the transformation within you. Let gratitude be your anchor. In every season, find something to give thanks for. Gratitude opens your eyes to my goodness, even in the midst of pain. It shifts your focus from what is lacking to what is present, from fear to trust. You're not alone in your struggles. I have placed people around you, some to comfort, some to challenge, some to walk beside you. Do not isolate yourself in times of trouble. Reach out, share your burdens, and allow others to be my hands and feet. Forgive those who have hurt you, not because they deserve it, but because I have forgiven you much. Unforgiveness is a chain that binds your soul. Release it, and you will find freedom. I will give you the grace to let go. Forgive yourself as well. I do not hold your past against you. When you confess and turn to me, I remember your sins no more. Walk in the freedom of my forgiveness, and let go of the guilt that weighs you down. Let your words bring life. Speak encouragement, speak truth, speak hope. Your words have power to heal or to wound. Choose to build up, to bless, to inspire. In doing so, you reflect my heart to those around you. Do not compare your journey to others. Each path is unique, each story is sacred. I am not measuring you against anyone else. I delight in your progress, however slow it may seem. Celebrate the victories, however small. Embrace your limitations. You are not meant to do everything or be everything. I've given you specific gifts, specific passions, specific callings. Focus on what I have entrusted to you and let others do the same. Be faithful in the little things. Greatness in my kingdom is found in humility, in service, in love that perseveres. The smallest act done in love is greater than the grandest gesture done for recognition. Let go of the need for approval. You are already accepted, already loved, already chosen. My opinion of you is the only one that matters, and I call you beloved. Pursue wisdom, not just knowledge. Wisdom begins with reverence for me, with a heart that seeks to understand my ways. Ask, and I will give it generously. Let wisdom guide your decisions, your relationships, your priorities. Do not be afraid of change. Change is often the doorway to growth. What feels like loss may be the pruning that prepares you for greater fruitfulness. Trust that I am working for your good, even when it is uncomfortable. Hold your plans loosely. Submit your dreams to me and let me shape them according to my purpose.